Love Cabin Episode 9 Review. Lies, Hygiene Allegations and Ray J's Messy Elimination Twist. If you thought Love Cabin was about finding love, Episode 9 said, absolutely not. This episode delivered mess, manipulation, half-truths, and one of the most questionable elimination twists we've seen all season. Between bruised egos, recycled connections, hygiene shaming, and Ray J once again choosing chaos, Episode 9 proved that this house is less about romance and more about survival of the loudest and messiest. Let's get into it. John is too happy, and it's weird. We open the episode with John acting entirely too joyful now that two of his ops are gone and a new girl has entered the house. The energy shift is noticeable, almost suspicious. He's smiling, smacking people playfully, and acting like he just won a prize instead of allegedly being here for love. And that's the problem. John's behavior feels performative, not genuine. The more he celebrates other people leaving, the more it becomes clear that he's enjoying the competition aspect of the show, not the connection part. When a man is happier about fewer men being around than about actually building something meaningful, that's your sign. Sheila takes accountability, sort of. One thing Sheila deserves credit for. She finally acknowledged her aggressive behavior when drinking. Growth. Maybe. But let's be honest, it only came after she had issues with Athena, not Daisy. That distinction matters. It feels less like genuine reflection and more like damage control once the energy shifted against her. Still, Sheila and Athena apologized to each other, which was a rare moment of maturity in a house that thrives on unresolved tension. Temporary peace. Emphasis on temporary. Camo is lying and everyone knows it. Camo tried to convince us that he didn't want to have sex, but the math is not mathing. The truth. His advances were rejected, and suddenly he's celibate by choice. Please. Even the twin confirmed that while Camo may be a good munch, he's still someone to watch. Especially when it comes to Athena, who flirts like it's her full-time job with benefits. Camo's denial feels less like boundaries and more like bruised pride. Trap pretends to hate drama that he created. Trap says he doesn't like seeing pretty women fight, which sounds nice until you remember they're fighting over him. Let's call it what it is, manipulation. Trap thrives off being the center of attention and then acts shocked when tensions explode. The speaker made it clear, if multiple women are clashing and you're the common denominator, maybe you're the problem. Just a thought. New connections that actually make sense. Not everything was chaos. Ice and Kiera found each other, and for once, the interest feels mutual and natural. No theatrics, no forced storyline, just two people vibing. Mel and Daisy also confirmed that they resolved their issues off camera, proving their connection is stronger than what we see on screen. Meanwhile, Mike and Daisy are standing out as the most genuine couple in the house, consistent, drama-free, and actually aligned. Imagine that. Thanos. Too young, too immature, too much. The twin made it clear, she is not genuinely interested in Thanos. And she's not alone. Anyone who attempts to date him ends up as a friend, which says a lot. Thanos comes across as emotionally underdeveloped, immature, and not ready for the type of relationship this show claims to promote. The vibe is very, I'm here for screen time, not commitment. And unfortunately, that becomes even more obvious later in the episode. Bree and Athena squash the beef, finally. One of the better moments of the episode was Bree and Athena sitting down and resolving their long-standing beef. The wild part. The entire issue stemmed from Trap, a man neither of them is even dealing with anymore. Still, it was refreshing to see two women choose peace and coexistence instead of dragging old drama. The speaker was genuinely happy they squashed it, and honestly, so were we. Growth looks good on everyone. Sheila, Thanos and the return of bad decisions. Just when you think Sheila might move forward, she starts contemplating going back to Thanos, after chasing Trap. Meanwhile, Thanos suddenly wants Sheila again, conveniently after vibing with the twin. The timing is suspicious. The speaker rightfully warns against this connection, pointing out Sheila's tendency to change interests quickly, including her side interest in Ray J. At this point, it's less about love and more about who's available at the moment. Ray J, the phone, and suspicious behavior. Ray J arrives in his suit, which everyone knows means elimination time. But before that, we get one of the strangest moments of the episode, Ray J grabbing Kiera's phone. At first, Kiera panics. Later, she's calm. That switch raised eyebrows. The speaker suspects Kiera deleted something before handing over the phone, and honestly, that theory makes sense. The energy shift was too sudden. Ray J remains unpredictable, whether it's eliminations, switching couples, or stirring confusion for entertainment. And speaking of confusion, Athena's "everybody is mine" energy. Nisa is visibly irritated with Athena, and rightfully so. Athena wants everybody, flirts freely, and doesn't seem concerned with anyone else's feelings. That kind of energy is exhausting in a shared space. It creates unnecessary tension and leaves people questioning intentions. Athena may call it being open, but others call it inconsiderate. Hygiene allegations cross the line. The episode took a nasty turn when John brought up Bree's hygiene, gossiping with other men and making disrespectful comments that instantly lowered his stock. That was foul. Thanos didn't help either, making comments about Bree's vagina smell despite never sleeping with her. Immature, disrespectful, and unnecessary. At that point, it stopped being drama and became character-revealing behavior. Both men lost major points. The worst elimination twist yet. Ray J introduces a twist that made zero sense. The Flames, newcomers who barely know anyone, get to decide who goes home. Why? The speaker openly disagreed, and so do we. How can people who just arrived determine someone else's journey? And then came the shocker. Brian's elimination was a mistake. Brian was sent home. The speaker was upset, and for good reason. Brian was loyal, genuine, and truly trying to build something with Nisa. Meanwhile, Trap, Thanos, and John, three men clearly not there for love, remain. That decision felt backwards. Cliffhanger chaos. The Flames couldn't decide on a female elimination, leaving the choice to Ray J next episode. The speaker predicts it'll come down to Kiera or Athena, and hopes Athena goes home. Why? Because Kiera finally found a connection, while Athena seems there for everyone and no one at the same time. Final thoughts. Episode 9 proved that Love Cabin is less about love and more about who can survive the mess. Between fake accountability, recycled relationships, and disrespect disguised as honesty, the show continues to blur the line between entertainment and frustration. And with Ray J holding the final decision, one thing is certain. Next episode will be even messier. Popcorn fire.